This video is going to be a video about comparing basically two different liquid foundation. My Makeup Forever HD High Definition Foundation compared to the Revlon PhotoReady Liquid Foundation. Now, the Revlon is the 01011 Cappuccino. You guys can see that. There you go. And Makeup Forever, it doesn't have a name, it just has a number, 175. Okay, so I am going to compare the two to see, for some reason, to me, I don't see that big of a difference. So I want, from you guys, do you guys see a difference between the two different foundation? It gives me about the same cover, and I can build it up, to cover any like dark spots that I have. I guess you can tell, like on the side of my face, I have a lot of dark spots because I have the habit of popping my pimples, even though I know it's not good for me. But anyway, that's not today's video, that's something else. I am going to use my flat top eyes up and face powder brush. Okay, my face is moisturized. That's it. I don't have any concealer, anything on. All I have is moisturizing all over, the same moisturizer I have on my whole face. So I am going to start with the Makeup Forever HD foundation. So I'm just going to squirt just a little bit since we're just going from one side. I am going to take my brush, dip it in, okay, and place it, and just work it in. Take a little bit more. Okay. Okay, this is the side that I have my Makeup Forever HD foundation. As you guys can tell, it covers a little bit of my blemishes, but the the darkest spots that I have, for I guess darker skin tone, if you have a blemish that's very dark or a dark spot that's much darker than the rest, as you can see, it doesn't cover it as much. And I don't know, I just wouldn't want to put like that much on. I'm going to try to add on just a little bit more so it can cover, gives me a little bit more coverage. But you see, you will still have to use some sort of concealer if you don't want that much of your blemishes to appear. But okay, this is the coverage that I get with my my HD Makeup Forever HD foundation. So as you guys can tell the difference. Okay, now on this side I am going to use, I'm looking for my other brush. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I am going to use my other brush. As you guys can tell, I have two different brushes, same brush, my eyes up and face. They are both the powder brush, flat top brush. Now this is the one that I use for my Revlon. As you guys can tell, I've used it already. Okay, so I don't want to use the same brush in order for really to get the true difference between the two. So this is my Revlon PhotoReady in Cappuccino, number 011. I am going to squirt that right over here. As you guys can tell, it's about the same color as the HD. And we're just gonna put that in here and work this in on this side. Take a little bit more. Okay, now this is the side that I have my Revlon PhotoReady. Now, as you guys can tell, it gives about the same coverage for blemishes, but anywhere that you have like a little darker spots, you would still have to use a concealer, the same as this side. But I don't see that big of a difference when it comes to the coverage, nor do I see a big of a difference when it comes to a high definition or photo ready foundation. This, I'm using my camcorder. I'm not using my camera to record this. I am on my camcorder. This is a Sony, I don't know, it's a Sony camcorder. I'll tell you guys, I'll post it later at the bottom exactly what camcorder this is. But the only difference that I would say is just, and it has nothing to do with the product, is the Revlon PhotoReady has more of a reddish undertone, and you can see it a little bit right here on my skin. But the only reason I have more of a yellow undertone, so you can see the difference when I put it on, that it gives me more of a like a reddish undertone with this foundation. Compared to this one, it doesn't. So, but if you have more of a reddish undertone, this would be the perfect, with, you know, the reddish undertone with about the same complexion as me, you know, you can use the Revlon PhotoReady foundation. So what do you guys think? Do you see a huge difference? I don't at all. I would say for either one of them, depending on the blemish that you have or the dark spot that you have, you will still have to use a concealer, because it covers a little, it gives you like a medium coverage but not a full coverage at all. In order for you to get a full coverage, you really have to pack on a lot, and my thing, that defeats the purpose if you don't want to have like so much like foundation on your face. But let me know if you guys see that big of a difference. Now, when it comes to the sizes, exactly the same. I'm reading the bottle. One has 1.01 ounce. This one has 1.0 ounces. So just, you know, the same exact. It looks a little different, but this one is just a more longer bottle. This one is a fatter bottle. Now, when you put the two together, the color looks approximately the same, but as I said, this one has a more of a reddish undertone compared to this one has more of a, I don't know, yellowish or orangey undertone. But now when it comes to prices, now this is where there's a big difference. Makeup Forever HD foundation costs about $40 the bottle. And that's not including tax, depending where you live. If you live in tri-state area, if you live down here in Texas, depending on the taxes, comes out to about $43 to $44. Now, and this, I purchased this at Sephora. Now, Revlon PhotoReady, you can find this at about everywhere. Walgreens, CVS, Target, Walmart, any drugstore, any supermarket sells these. And this costs around, I think, $12, or I want to even say even less, $10.99, plus that comes around like $11 to $12. So, big difference in prices now, but when it comes to the coverage and the color, not that big of a difference. Now, I've used both equally. I don't break out from one nor the other. I don't see that big of a difference. Now, the both of them, I always top them with my MAC Mineral Skin Finish in dark. Yeah, I top both of them with the same thing, and honestly, I don't see that big of a difference between the two. So, it's all about your preference and what you're willing to pay. To me, honestly, it's, you know, the Makeup Forever HD, $40, or the $12 for the Revlon PhotoReady in Cappuccino. For me personally, I would say the only reason why I would use this one a little bit more is because it doesn't give me that reddish undertone, or that like red, it seems like it leaves like a little bit of redness underneath this side compared to that side. So that's the only difference I would say. But I would love to hear from you guys to let me know, what do you think between the two and the coverage. But I definitely could say both of them are medium coverage, not full coverage whatsoever. So that's my review, quote unquote review, on the difference between the two. So comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys on my next video. Bye.